Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a day where I'm going to talk about something I use to reduce my approach gain, strokes gained. It's a lot of innings. And this tool, I'm going to talk about it today and talk about the results. I'm not going to do the whole, this is the tool, this is how you use it. Let's see what my results are. I'm not doing that with this one because this is different. I utilized this most of last year. And when I say utilize it, I mean like maybe 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes a day, not every single day, just 10 to 15 minutes, maybe like 2 to 3 times a week. And the difference this makes of where my impact is was huge. To the point that I reached out and said, hey, I believe in your product and I would like to be an affiliate, right? I want to make sure you know, I don't rep tools to rep tools. I rep tools on what I'm using because in the long run, what is most important to me is helping you guys make the gains that I'm making. So the whole idea, obviously, is to get down to scratch, is to then get to a plus. Then it is to try and qualify for a senior tour event, champions tour event, because they didn't like it called seniors because that sounds geriatric. And even though most of them are, including me, I'm 53. When does that switch? Anyway, the Divot Board. Guys, this tool is backed by none other than Adam Young. And I'm sure Adam Young's watching this because we go back. We don't. I've never actually talked to him. I listen to Adam Young and John Sherman all the time on their podcast, which is listed below, link below. This tool works with your mind because what you do is you will place a ball in the center, and wherever your club impacts that, it's going to flip these sequins to white, and it's going to tell you where you're impacting it. So when you see, oh my gosh, I just hit it fat, your brain remembers, how did I hit it to hit it fat? And what it actually does, I don't remember what Adam Young said because he's too smart for that stick in my noggin. It's like Teflon. Your brain will actually help you impact there because that is the shot. That is how you want it to look. Now, the cool thing is you don't have to have a fancy simulator like I have. You can just get a net, because you don't have to see the ball flight, which I love to see the ball flight. I mean, seriously, who doesn't? But this will tell you, am I coming out to in to out, straight? What am I doing? Because you can't fake it out. You can't fake this thing out. So I'm gonna throw it down. We're gonna hit some balls, but I do wanna add one thing. So the cool thing about this, and I'm gonna add 2 things. Why not? Once this thing gets beat up, and I've used this for a year and he's still in good shape, is you can actually take this guy off and replace it. It's just sticky, right? And you can replace it with a new one. And so it's not the full cost, I think right now. I mean, I'm sure you can catch a sale in there somewhere, but I think it's $100 for this guy. With my coupon, you can get $10 off, 10% off coupon. Not only now, but by the end of this video, if you use my coupon, yes, you too can save the exact same. It doesn't matter if you use it today, tomorrow, next week, next month, it's gonna be 10%, which is fantastic for a $100 tool that, guys, it dropped my strokes gain 3 strokes. That, I mean, I don't know what that value-wise is to you, but that's huge for me. Now, if I can just figure out how to do that 3 more times. Okay. Speaking of discount and $99 a month, I tried the discount route. Save your money. So I don't remember if it was, which one was which, if it was Temu or whatever, but the first one I got was this fun guy, Velvet. Ooh, is Elvis painted on here? The Velvet one is similar, right? So you smooth it all out, right? That's not smooth. Smooth it all out, and wherever you impact it, I mean, it just, the bad thing about this guy is you hit on it, pops forward every time. So you're constantly having to put it back. And this is an indoor tool. I'm not gonna take this outside on the dirt. Nope. The next one was Alibaba, or I don't know, wherever I got it. Similar idea. I think maybe we need to check a patent on this. So similar thing, right? However, 2 shots in, guess what happens? What? Two dang shots in. Could I have tried to reglue it? Yeah. But why? Because I'm not going to use it again. So let's jump in and see what this thing does. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the camera down. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic. I'm going to show a camera view, and I'm going to put my screen projector up. So we'll kind of do at the same time. Anyway, videography. Bang. Whoever knew who'd have thunk it, that I would become a videographer. You know what the biggest pain is editing the dang videos. Anyway, I love doing it for you guys. I love showing you what I'm working on. So I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. Let's dive in. One thing that I forgot to add is with the SkyTrack, you actually want to have it level with the hitting surface. So the only bad thing about having to use this is I either have to put my SkyTrack up on something or have to use a fancy little heightener doohickeys to raise it up. So let me do that real quick. Okay, a note of what I do is sometimes when I put the ball on here, when I put it right in the center, of course, when I'm actually doing a video explanation, it'll roll around. So sometimes I just like push down right there. Bingo, bango, bongo. All right. Let's take out the handy dandy. What do you think? The 8-iron? I feel like the 8-iron. I feel like it. I feel like it. My 8-iron is my friend. I like my 8-iron a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, and so I'm lining up the lines. Same thing with the SkyTrack, even though the lines look I'm going to the right. I'm not, because the SkyTrack is a fun one to get lined up properly. Okay, so let's switch this to 8-iron. Okay. Now, I grip down just a tad bit because it's higher than my feet. And let me add this. Divot Board actually has a hitting mat that's 4x5, which is the same size as this guy. It's not the same thickness. And so what I may do is take this guy, because he's coming apart after 2 years of abuse, and cut it down and sink it down. Just to make it a little bit, you know, to where it's more realistic. Anyway, back to hitting. Now see, that's what I'm talking about. Where I wanted to make sure that I performed for you guys. Whoa! And so I hit it super thin. However, my super thin 8-iron went 153, so yeah. And see, this is what I was talking about with the mental game of this. It's just super strong. Your brain's super strong, even mine. Note to self. See where it says Divot Board? You gotta do it right. Good gosh. Maybe my brain wasn't so good. Okay, so you can see that my club face came in about like that, swept it across, and I have a slight pull fade. I wish I had the SkyTrack Plus so you could see the actual angles of everything, but It's that simple. And you could also use your club to do what I just did. But since I was already down here, I thought I'd do that. Okay, that's what I was talking about. Sure. All right. And the nice thing, it has these little spikes on it, so it keeps from jumping all over the place. All right. So you're getting the idea, right? So it can also help me train, right? So if I want an inside to out path, I can work on making that happen. Super fat. That was definitely inside to out. Major hook. All right, so let's fade it and swipe across it. Now that was definitely an outside to in. So you can see that's kind of coming across this way, the way it enters in. And that's actually where I hit it was pretty on. So the interesting thing, you know, I would come out here prior to this year. I would come out here and, you know, hit fairly well, or at least that's what I thought. Well, when I would go to the course, I would hit balls fat and, you know, lose distance. It's not great feeling on the hands either. And this started showing me that, so I was able to start working on hitting the more appropriate spot on the ball. That actually felt pretty good. Yep. And that's the shot I'm looking for. I like to carry my 8-iron a little bit further. However, look at the impact area. So the interesting thing is, I think these clubs, and I actually did a fitting online for Tacoma, and they said I should be hitting 2 degrees flat because I got these long arms. And these are standard. I actually went to a guy to measure me out, and he's like, nah, you're standard. So I think I'm gonna look at changing those angles this year. But if I can just do this more this year, it's gonna be a good year. And the big push this year, and I'll talk about that more in the season opener, is gonna be my mental game. That's the one. That is the one. Whew. It's actually warm here in Texas right now. The impact that this has had on my game is just so huge that I have to pass that along. And I'm gonna be interested to see if I could drop 1 to 2 more, because right now I'm comparing everything to scratch, and I want to get down to my approach game being around 1.8 or so. My driving right now is somewhere in the 0.8 range. Negative, I'm losing 0.8, or is it 0.4 strokes to scratch player. Because I focus so much on my approach game, my short game and putting is kind of a little off the rails slightly. But we'll talk more about that in the season opener. Guys, thanks for following. Again, using the Divot Board and the coupon, you're gonna get 10% off. Chasing the Tour is the coupon. Coupon code right here. The guys, I interacted with them just a little bit. Super great support. I love when I'm working with an affiliate that is like that, and not just someone that has a whole bunch of products and they just say, just push anything you want. They are very focused on the Divot Board and building an ecosystem around it. So guys, this has helped me keep it findable. It'll help you keep it findable, and it's just a great tool. Use it anywhere. Hooks onto your bag. It's really cool. It's great. And again, if Adam Young backs the product, and you're not going to get a better backer. I mean, outside of me, right? There's me, and then there's Adam. So either you're with me or you're with Adam. You're here. You want to be here or here. Guys, I hope you're getting ready for this season. It's going to be a great one for everybody. I know it. If you follow along, listen to my tips, do what I do, I'm not going to say that you're going to get better. I would hope so, because that's my goal, right? Anyway, thanks for following. Thanks for watching to the end. Leave a like, subscribe. Why not? It's free. It's literally free. And I don't like put out a whole bunch of stuff just to put out a whole bunch of stuff. If you look at it doesn't matter. All that stuff doesn't matter to you. Anyway, have a great one, and we'll talk to you later.